All right, it's been a long time since I did one of these. It is a bonus round, a Scrabble Go bonus round for one of our Facebook tournament group winners. I've always enjoyed doing these, and a familiar face here has won a tournament, possibly for the first time, and that's Isabel Humphrey. So we have her game request here, and as usual, my little helper is here, Fitz, to see what words he can come up with. So let's dive in. Let's see how far behind we're starting against Isabel with an average of 29. That is quite high. So that is definitely indicative of a very strong player. And just act is the play for Isabel. So I like to see the S's on my rack. Don't love to see a whole bunch of vowels alongside them. First thing to note is to get used to the idea on a situation like this that you're not going to come up with a play that makes you particularly happy. For example, the play that's coming to mind, let me turn off camera zoom here. The play that's coming to mind is just Oka, which at the very least, this leave will, with a couple decent consonants, it will mature into something good. And of course, after Oka, the board is just completely full of S hooks. Soka is a word, Oka is acts. Also, the A hook of act, acta, is, this is another idea. I could go with something like this here. But I'm going to go ahead and play nice and short. Just hope for the best here. So let's see what happens after I play this. Not the most electrifying start. I did get a little bit lucky, and I will be able to play something like this next turn. Almost certainly, there are many places on the board where this will fit. So starting off with a bingo, unless Isabel bingos on her next turn, I'm going to strike first in this game. So we will find out how things proceed. All right, Isabel's first move is in. 69 points. That indicates a bingo has gone down, almost certainly. Oh, wow. Actually, not a bingo. That's a good point, actually. I thought she must have had a bingo to have such a high score, but this instead, a 59-point overlapping play. It's really nice. So for me, this does at least create a nice big S hook that I will be able to use for slightly more points than I would have had beforehand. But still, I'm not going to be up by very much after this bingo, so we're going to play it and see what we draw, and hope for the best here. Ooh. This looks kind of nice. All right, I'm trying to placate this cat. This is a different cat, obviously. See if she will chill. This is obviously par for the course. Anybody that's watched my streams or that's watched any content of me knows that these cats are all over the place. So I feel like I almost have a bingo through the I think. Come on. Please settle down. Here she comes, hopefully. Oh, she's kneading. Hi, cat. So I almost have... Oh. I was about to say, I almost have choreoed through the I when I actually have it through the O. So, oh man. Okay, so that's, I'm glad I paused. Maybe I should thank Emmy for delaying me slightly. So, a very obscure bingo here through the O. I was looking at the I the N pretty intently, and then through the I of Shiv, and that the I is actually what reminded me of this word. until I realized that it's actually 2 O's and 2 I's, not 3 I's. Anyway, lucky for me that I have this obscure word, and we're gonna see if we can move on to another one. Oh man. So drawing pretty well here. 2 bingos in a row and then a blank. I think I probably have one too many consonants here to have a bingo again, but I am imagining that I must have some, whoops, I must have something nice here somewhere or other. Be cool to fit something in here, but I don't think there is anything. Doesn't also look like there's anything great to this H of chorioid. I might need to, oh, that's not a word. I don't know, this is not gonna be obvious, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not seeing a really easy play here. I'm trying to look at something here. Emmy, come on. But we'll see, maybe I'll get a new spot from Isabel. All right. Another move is in. Let me see here. Oh, my microphone. There we go, that should be better. All right, so I've gotten a couple bingos. Play of ETH to the H on the triple. Looks pretty good. Too many consonants here. If I was going to keep anything, like I would want to use 2 of these 3 for sure. Maybe something like frib. I guess if I was going to do frib, I should play barf instead. Reasoning being, with a lead, I want to block off these these two tiles, as opposed to the I and V and H are not nearly as good as an open E, which I definitely would want to obstruct here. I feel like there's some better thing that I'm not seeing. We have an O for OK. I don't really have a good play that fits there. I just feel like this spot, if I'm able to find... Oh, maybe board? Is this worth playing? 28, leaving FG. FG is not a good combination, but 28 points is quite a lot more than I'm getting for any other option here. Oh, I wonder if something like flag board is a word. Oh man, wouldn't that be nice? Frag board. Okay. All right, let's just play board. I'm not thrilled with this play, but it scores nicely, and we're going to hope for better stuff going forward. Let's see what we get. Oh, man, the other blank. So, okay, figworts will be an option if this spot stays open. 92-point bingo. That's just a lucky draw. Not much else you can say. So we'll see if that remains open for me. All right, next move is in. Let's see, do I get my big bingo or... Looks like I do. Okay, hard to imagine there would be anything better than this. It's a bingo. It puts the W in the good spot. I really don't think I'm going to have anything ending in the E of ETH. This is just a very, very good drawing. Not much more to say. Let's just see what we get. Okay, so a Q without a great home for it, so that's going to slow me up a little bit, but obviously you can see the score due to drawing 3 bingos in quick succession, separated by just board here. So we'll see what I'm able to do next turn. Might not be very inspiring unless I get a better place for the cue, but still sitting in good position here for sure. Okay. Wow. All right. It's been a nice long weekend at the North American School Scrabble Championship. I apologize to my opponents here. Isabel, let's continue the game, hopefully. It doesn't crash. Okay, here we go. So looks like she's experiencing the opposite problem for me. 3 vowels. Nice play by her for 20 points. This is not a great rack to play through the cue with. In fact, I think I'm probably going to exchange. Whether or not I keep an I don't think I will, because I really don't want to draw another one. There's only 3 on the board. So I think the best thing I can do is get this cue off now, because I can't really score very well with it. And I can't keep a leave that I want to keep with it. So let's just go back down to NT, which is a nice combination, and see if we draw something good. So we drew stringy. And I wonder if this will play anywhere. Stiring, I also think, is a word. Through the E here. No, I don't know. Maybe I don't have anything here. Tryings, maybe. Let's see if you know what? I think tryings is a word. Yep. So this will be my hope is to get to play this, and if Isabel plays somewhere in this bottom triple, for example, or anything overlapping figwarts, I will get yet another bingo. So that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. I'm getting very lucky in this game. It would be my 4th bingo of the game. That's just good fortune for me. So we'll see what she does. Okay, Isabel has played her turn, and she's significantly closer than she was previously. So I'm guessing it will be a bingo that was played. Gainlier, very nice. Does this give me a different place to play any of my stuff? ING, not quite. Stringy, tryings, stiring. I don't think any of those things play parallel to Gainlier. I just have the 1 vowel, so not that difficult to work through all the permutations, but I feel pretty sure that tryings, whoops, if I could spell it correctly. I wanted to put the Y on the double letter, but that's not a valid word. This is. Just looking around, I think this is very likely to be the only spot I can bingo here, unless I'm missing something that ought to be obvious. Let's go ahead and play this. So again, just very lucky. This is, again, 4 bingos. And some pretty good tiles here for scoring. Well, the J is pretty much it. Something like juvie. Probably this is fine. It's not going to be that easy to play alongside the J for a really great score. The V also cutting off the action in this area. So I think hold on, let me get my drawing thing in place. Oh, I hope that wasn't on the screen the whole time. Sorry if there was a box on the screen for this turn, but yeah, A's and O's are not gonna, fit too hard here, unless Isabel has a very precise 7-letter word. So I would be okay with that next turn, unless of course there's something better than a G, which isn't really good. I really need to use one of my 2 U's and preferably a V on my next turn, which is why juvie is such an appealing play. frankly, if that isn't available, maybe I should be doing this anyway, just because even though I keep the V and I would prefer not to, Zhu has a nice board blocking attribute, which I should be wanting here. So I don't know, something to think about after Isabel makes her next move. All right, we got a purring cat on my lap here, and we will move on. I played triangles last turn, and okay, fa for Isabel in the center of the board. I recall that I had been considering playing je there. Without that available, it seems pretty reasonable to play this. This is a nice way to, yeah, it's okay, Emmy. Cat tail here. This seems pretty reasonable. It does give back the triple lane. That could certainly hurt me, but probably no worse than this open E, open T, a couple other things. And this really undoubles the U and gets rid of the V, and wow, okay. What can you say? I have Quainter and Antiquer through this T. Just pretty crazy good draws throughout. Not only that, I can play stuff with cute like Qua here. So this is just an embarrassment of riches, this game, for me, for sure. Okay, poor Isabel. I just keep drawing bingos over and over. Dido to the triple. I'm lucky that she didn't have anything heavier hitting, and now I'm going to play Antiquer through this T, and what can you really say? Quainter doesn't fit and reach a double word score. This one does, so we're gonna do this. And just how many more bingos can I get here? Oh man, it's close again. One time. I have another one. Jeez. So one time plays in a very heavy spot right here, and the odds are actually pretty good that if Isabel plays in this spot here, a lot of the consonants that she puts on this square are going to give me one time hooking the E in this spot. So, jeez. That's just very, very lucky. Not much else you can say. That's Scrabble. Sometimes this happens. I mean, admittedly, I did have to find some weird words in order to continue to keep getting these bingos. But, come on, that's still very lucky. So, we'll see if I get yet another bingo on my next move. All right, 5 bingos in this game. Is it gonna be 6? Jesus. Okay, so interesting thing to look for here is that if I'm gonna play one time, you can see the Z already on the board with Kwanzas, or zone time would be a massive extension to the triple. Not something we have to worry about, so hey, this is Scrabble. Sometimes these games happen. No slight to Isabel. Obviously, Isabel, the winner of... Oop. Forgot to put my headphones in. Isabel, the winner of the recent tournament. This is something that can happen to any player, even really strong players, even myself. So this just totally my game with all the different bingos that I've been slapping down. So I look forward to a more even matchup next time, but we still do have to finish out the game. All right, let's finish this off. Just MY. See if I can find a place to play this stuff. I don't know if I can go out. I have a nice play right here of Pule if I want. It scores pretty well. This is probably fine. I don't think I'm missing any outplays here, but maybe I am. So we'll just go ahead with this, and we're getting close to 600, and we're gonna get it if she can't go out. What does she have here? LLRTT, so nowhere near good enough to go out on her next turn. So unless she blocks this spot, which even then I'm gonna get extra points from her when the game is over. So it'll be a 600 game through no fault of Isabel's, of course. It's nothing you can do if your opponent draws so many bingos as I have. All right, let's see. The last play for Isabel is just Tet, which does block my good spot for the E. And looking around for probably here. And that'll do it. 600 even before the scores change hands. This was one of the most lopsided draws yet in this series. Isabel is a great player. This is not any reflection of anything other than me drawing incredibly good tiles, including 5 or 6 bingos. I don't even know. What was the board? I played Anoeses, Chorioid, Figwarts, Triangs, Antiquer, and 1 time 6 bingos. I mean, that's a ridiculous amount. I rarely get that many. Next time, Isabel, when we play, I promise I will not bingo 6 times, and we will have a better game. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hope you enjoyed this Scrabble Go tournament bonus round. Until we meet again.